Welcome to the season of self-love, your daily dose of inspiration and encouragement. I'm your host, Naomi Banks, and I am thrilled to be here with you today. This podcast is brought to you by Ask Naomi and Elevate Me Self-Discovery. Are you ready to elevate your mindset and embrace the power of self-love? Well, you've come to the right place. Each day we'll dive into topics that will empower and inspire you on your journey towards self-discovery and personal growth. Whether you're looking to cultivate healthy relationships, boost your confidence, or find balance in your life, this podcast is here to support your every step on the way. We believe that self-love is the foundation of living a fulfilled and joyful life. And together we explore practical tips, insightful interviews, and transformative stories that will leave you feeling inspired and motivated. So join me Monday through Friday as we embark on this daily adventure of self-love. Tune in to the Season of Self-Love podcast to start your day on a positive note and discover the limitless potential within yourself. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is that you are listening to us here. Today is Wednesday, November 15, 2023. And I am your host, Naomi Banks, here on the Season of Self-Love. And I want to welcome you back. It's truly been a heartwarming journey as we explored many levels and many layers of our self-love and how it serves as the bedrock of our personal growth. And today we're going to dive into a force that's both subtle and powerful, a quality that can move mountains within us, determination. And the topic is the power of determination, unlocking your potential. It's not just a topic. It's a call to action, to call to the deepest part of ourselves that yearn for growth and fulfillment. So let's embark on this journey together, and with open hearts of unwavering spirits. I have it set down and separated in several different segments that we will talk about, and I'm going to tell you what those segments is now. It's understanding determination, cultivating determination in self-love journey, overcoming obstacles with determination, and harnessing determination for personal growth. And we're going to end it off with celebrating the power of determination. So have you heard the word today is determination? All right, so this is what I want to do. I want to take a quick break and then I want to come back. And then we're going to start off this show with understanding determination and what does it mean to building and practicing our self-love. All right, it's your girl, the goddess, Naomi Banks, here on the Season of Self-Love podcast, and we will be right back. Hey, it's your girl, the goddess, Naomi Banks, and make sure you tune in every Thursday night to Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap podcast, where we talk about everything from love, sex, relationship, cultural differences, and so much more. We're bridging the gap between them all, and we even talk about spiritual uplifting. You need to stop by Neon.com, Mike, as well as the BTG crew. We have some amazing guests that come through. You never know. Just make sure you tune in Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Go to AskNaomi.com and tell them Naomi sent you. Have you ever felt like you're standing at the door to success, key in the hand, but something's holding you back? Well, you're not alone. My new ebook, Unlocking Your Door to Success, is your guide to healing and overcoming those internal struggles. If you want to learn more and step into your success, go to stand.store/elevate-me-self-discovery. Get your free ebook for a limited time. Well, welcome back. It's your girl, the goddess, Naomi Banks, here on the Season of Self-Love. And today we are talking about the power of determination, unlocking your potential. And before the break, I told you that we were going to talk about understanding determination. Determination is inner resolve, the grit that keep us anchored to our goals. And even when the seas of life gets rough, it's the fuel of our personal ambitions and is deeply intertwined with self-love. Because to be determined, we must first believe that we are worth the effort, worth the struggle. I'll share some stories of individuals whose determination was the key to unlocking their extraordinary potential and inspiring us to ignite our own. There's been many celebrities and influencers whose determination played a crucial role in unlocking their extraordinary potential. One exemplary figure for me has been Oprah Winfrey. She was born into poverty. Oprah faced numerous challenges throughout her life, but her unwavering determination propelled her to incredible success. Oprah's determination to overcome adversity, pursue her passion, and make a positive impact on the world led her to become one of the most influential media personalities of our time. Through her talk show, The Oprah Winfrey Show, she tackled important social issues, shared her stories of inspiration, and inspired millions of people worldwide. For me, Oprah was an idol for me. I remember as a little girl, I used to watch her shows. I remember she used to give these, I think it was like a Mother Day special or something like that. And I always wanted to take my mother to that special. It's when you write in to the producers and, you write an essay or you give them a reason of why your mother should be Mother of the Year or, why she should be on that show. And I've always wanted to do that, but I watch her transformation, not only being a talk show host, but also being an owner, owning her own production company, now her own channel. Those are amazing just to see where she came from. But not only that, but, she had dealt with a lot of things, from sexual abuse, to just being abused mentally, spiritually, and mentally, just being one of the first Black women to ever do it, if not the first Black woman to do it. So you can imagine what adversity that she had to go through to make it. And just watching her is an amazing for me. I know she gets a lot of, it's a lot of bad press out about her and stuff like that. But me, just looking at her and seeing an image of my likeness being successful, and that has truly let me know that it is possible, that it is truly possible. Another one is somebody that's kind of new for me has been Elon Musk. His determination in revolutionized industries such as electronic vehicles, the Tesla, space exploration, SpaceX, and a renewable energy solar city has made him a visionary leader. And despite facing numerous setbacks and criticism, Musk's relentless drive and resilience has played a vital role in company's success and his own status as an influential figure in technology and innovation. These individuals are just a few examples of celebrities and influence who have harnessed their determination to unlock their extraordinary potential by pushing their boundaries, persisting through challenges, and stay focused on their goals. And they serve as an inspiration to others to reach for greatness and of mind. And I know somewhere I had read that that Elon he has some form of autistic. And if I'm wrong, you guys make sure you put in the comments or email me to let me know. But that also, for me, is extraordinary. It is. I mean, there are different celebrities that have it. And even when I look at my own story, and it's so funny because this morning I had received a message for me to truly look within. But also when I look about, I am inspired by myself. And I know to some people that might sound very arrogant, or that might sound, it might sound very arrogant, but it's not for me, because this is a season of self-love. And I have to go within to look for the inspiration, within myself. And I find that. But first, I looked outside and I saw that it was possible when I saw Oprah, when I saw her do her thing, when I saw her battle with her weight. And she was so open with telling that story. She was open with sharing her journey, and she related to so many people. And so for me, understanding what determination is, I first looked through the eyes of that, of what I wanted to do. And then, can I be honest? Then I looked through the eyes of my peers and my family members that was around me. I look through some of the obstacles and things that they've been through and see that some of them are standing very strong now. And the next one is cultivating determination and self-love journey. On this winding road to loving ourselves, determination is our steadfast companion. It keeps us committed to our self-love practices, to the affirmations we whisper to ourselves in the mirror, to the boundaries we set. I'll talk about how we can foster a mindset of determination and how to keep our inner flame lit, even on the days when motivation seems like a distant memory. I'll give you practical tips on how to stay focused on your self-love goals, even when life tries to distract you. There's a few things, and you know, here, I be very honest with you. Most of the days I am feeling amazing. Most of the days I'm up and going. But there is sometimes that I get triggered. And that trigger was put me on my ass. And I know a lot of you can relate to this. So it's like, how can I stay focused? How can I not allow that to keep me down? How? First of all, I remember to set clear on specific goals. I remember what those goals are. I start by defining them clear and specific on self-love goals that align with what I truly want to achieve. For example, if I want to prioritize self-care, I set specific goals like meditating for 10 minutes every day, having a weekly pampering session, and engaging in hobbies that bring me joy. And I'm going to tell you this, when your goals are clear, it becomes easier to stay focused and take consistent action towards them. For me, and I'm telling you, that meditation, that prayer, I get up every morning and I go into my room, into my space. And I'm going to tell you this, I didn't always have a room. I had a college student, my college daughter moved out. Now she's in college. So I turned her room into my meditation and my prayer room. But first I started in the closet. I literally started in the closet. And I was blessed enough to be able to move outside of that closet and created me a whole bedroom. So I'm going to tell you this right now. If you haven't already done this, find a space that can just be you in your thoughts, meditating, praying, and take that moment. Because I'm telling you, it will help clear. You know, as I told you that I had that, you know, I got triggered and I fell on my ass. With those moments, remembering those things, helped me to get up. Helped me to be okay with, okay, I fell. Okay, what lesson did I learn from that fall? What triggered me? And do I need to still be around that, whatever or who triggered me? Or do I need to watch that? Or do I need to connect to that? What did I learn from that? The next one is create a self-love routine. Establish a daily and weekly self-love routine that incorporate activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. This will include journaling, practicing mindfulness, exercising, reading inspiring books, or engaging in creative endeavors. So remember the first one I said, being clear and set your goals on what you're looking for you, for self-love. What are your goals? And then from there, then set a self-love routine and establish it. And I want you to cultivate accountability and support. Surround yourself with the support of network of friends, family, and like-minded individuals who can help you be accountable to your self-love goals. I have some good girlfriends. Matter of fact, the other day, was it yesterday? Yesterday, yes. Yesterday, a good girlfriend, she called me. She said, I'm just checking in. I hadn't talked to her for a few weeks. She said, I'm just checking in. If another one of my girlfriends, she DMs me or she'll send me, I'm just checking in. How's it going? This was going on with me. And we do that for each other because we want to make sure that we have friends as girlfriends, that we good, that she good, that whatever she needs, if she needs to talk about something, this is a safe space. As well as if I need to talk about something, that's a safe space. Having friends that will make you accountable is an amazing thing. Is an amazing thing. Overcoming obstacles with determination. The path for self-love is rarely without obstacles. There's the inner critic, the fear of failure, the setbacks that make us question our worth. But it's determination, that quiet yet unyielding voice within that help us rise again after we fall. We'll explore how determination can be an antidote to self-doubt and fear. And I'll share our heartening stories of those who have faced adversity head on, armed with determination and deep love for themselves. And I want to share a story. There's a beautiful woman that's in my life. She is my auntie, but also she is my best friend. Her and myself were, at a moment of time, we were single mothers. We were teenage mothers at different times. She was married at 18 years old, fresh out of high school. In the following year, she found herself being pregnant with twins. And she was the first of to, be a teenager mother, but she was married. For me, my story was a little different. I was a teenage mother, not married. I was engaged, but I was not married. And at one moment, I found myself that I was alone because everyone else around me with kids and children, they were married. They were not, they did not live a simple life as I was taught. Y'all understand what I'm saying? But for her, I've watched her go through so many things in life. I watched her go through a very abusive marriage where her abuser had moved her across country, away from her family, away from us, and he commenced to abusing her in front of her daughters. I remember the first time I saw or witnessed the abuse. After they had gotten married, they had came to live with my family. My mother had had a bedroom to open up for them until their apartment was ready. And I remember myself and my sister was outside playing with our neighbors, the girlfriends on the block, and I remember hearing this loud scream and this hitting. And I'm like, what is that? And I knew that my aunt and her husband at that time were in the room. And it was so loud that we heard it outside. And I remember running in, me and my sister, I remember kicking open that door in that front room. And I actually witnessed him using a brush and beating her with a wooden hairbrush. And I remember yelling and screaming and jumping on his back, me and my sister. And she, she was screaming at us to stop, she's okay, she'll be okay. And I remember at that moment she sat down, he left, and she sat down with us and she asked us not to say anything to our mother because she knew my mama didn't play. Actually, my whole family didn't play that. But I knew something was wrong. And the crazy thing was that he was like one of my favorite uncles. Like he used to do things. And now that I know what it is, he used to love bomb us. We didn't know what that was. We didn't. I mean, when I'm telling you, during his time when he was dating her, he used to take me and my other auntie, who was only 2 years older than me. He used to take us everywhere with him, take us shopping, do all of this stuff. We thought he was the coolest person possible, but did not know that he was a monster. And I can say that now because I've saw what this man has done to my aunt and his daughters. And I can say this now because I've seen my auntie, how she's grown so much. And I'm telling you, when I say that she have been through some things in the past 5 years, she have, I want to say, escaped death 3 times in less than a year with the freakish of accidents. A freak accident. She was here in Vegas when the shooting was going on. It was like right next to her. And then from her being in a car accident, her and her husband now, and the car flipped over 11 times and she came out unscathed. But I remember us having these conversations and she was saying to me, I don't know what's going on. I feel different. And I knew what it was because I knew that there was a transformation that was going on with her, that she was now listening to her inner God and was saying that, you are on this earth because you have a purpose in life. I remember her saying to me, I don't know what my purpose is. And I said, well, you have to start to pray and meditate and listen to it. Find you some areas in your space, in your room, wherever it is. And I said, you're going to have to start disconnecting from those negativity entities that are around you. And sometimes that's family. And I just remember going back and forth and talking with her. And I remember she made the choice to leave her job that she has so much security with. And she said, I'm going to go get a job at this airline. She said, I just need something different. Mind you, she's 57, 58 years old. And we taught us when when you've worked all this time and you invested in this career that you need not to leave until it's time for you to retire. But she said, no, I need something different in my life. And so she started working for the airline just last year around this time. And I remember I was excited for her because I knew it would put her in front of people that she needed to speak to. I knew that she needed to be in a space that she can meet people from all aspects of her life. Of life, in everywhere. And where to do it is at an airport, where you see people traveling from all over the world, and that she's able to speak to them in a manner that God needed her to speak to them. So fast forward 3 or 4 months later, I remember her calling me and say, I think I want to, be a flight attendant. She said, but I don't think I can do it. She said, I think I'm too old. I said, girl, you can do that. Just do it. And for a moment, she kept talking herself out of it. And she said one day she just said, and she had prayed to God. And then the next few days, there was an email that was sent out. And it said they were now opening up to hiring new flight attendants. And the ironic thing that she had just gotten her passport. At 50-something years, she's never had a passport before. But something told her to go get a passport. And she got it. That was one of the criteria for becoming a flight attendant. But she didn't know that's what that was for. Just last week, this beautiful young lady at 57, 58 years old had just received her wings and graduated, and now she is a flight attendant. And come to find out, this has always been her dream job. But because she was married with children, she felt like that was out of her reach. Now that all of her children are grown, in college, married, got their own families, she now had the opportunity to live the life that she's always dreamed of. But now, God has put her in a position to where she can live in her purpose, that she can tell her testimony. You never know who might come to her, or as she walking down the aisle might see a woman that's been in an abusive relationship, and she can sit and she could witness and talk to that lady. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So for her, overcoming those obstacles, knowing that she wanted to live, she was determined, even at 56, 57 years old, to become a flight attendant. I know to some of y'all, it might not be a glorious, career choice, but for her it is. And that's where she meant to be, where she's able to travel around the world, where she's able to speak to people that she's supposed to be speaking to. And I love that for her. I am excited for her. I told her when she really get to going, we're going to have to meet somewhere. We're going to have to meet somewhere. All right, so what I want to do, I want to take another quick break and I want to come back. And then we're going to end this off. We're going to talk about harnessing determination for personal growth and development. And also we're going to end it with celebrating the power of determination, all right? This is your girl, the Goddess Naomi Banks, here on the season of self-love. And we will be right back.
Hey, this is Dog Pound Mike from Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap podcast. Come check us out every week. And remember, I'm no relationship expert. I just tell it like I hear it from the kennel. Get back at it.
Hey there, my sexy people. Are you ready for an exciting new series on Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap podcast? Well, introducing Ask Naomi Mondays, Ask Naomi Letters, where I read heartfelt letters filled with love, sex, and relationship advice every Monday. If you're facing a relationship dilemma, longing for guidance, and simply curious about others' experience, this is for you. Just shoot us an email at asknaomi@gmail.com to be a part of the conversation. Join us as we bridge the gap between curiosity and clarity, uncertainty and confidence. But get ready to explore the beautiful complexities of love and relationships. So listen to Ask Naomi Mondays, Ask Naomi Letters, and let's dive into these thought-provoking letters together. Don't miss a single episode. Hey, well, welcome back. It's your girl, the Goddess Naomi Banks, here on the season of self-love. And we are talking about the power of determination and unlocking your potential. So before the break, I told you that we were going to talk about harnessing determination for personal development. Now, personal development is an ongoing process, one that requires us to push against the limits we've set for ourselves. Determination is the key in this endeavor. It is what drives us to seek new opportunities for our growth and to challenge the self-limiting beliefs that whispers we can't go any further. So I'll share some techniques and practices that can help you cultivate a strong sense of determination on your self-love journey so you can continue to develop into the person that you inspire to be. So cultivating a strong sense of determination on your self-love journey can be very empowering and transformative. And here are a few affirmations. Let me tell you, using positive affirmation to reinforce your determination and self-belief. Repeat statements like, I am deserving of love and care. I am committed to my self-love journey. I am worthy of happiness and fulfillment. And I can go a step further. I use my chakra. I use my chakra, what is I am, I feel, I do, I love, I speak, I see, I understand. But if you can go back to the show that I did, I believe it was last week or week before last, on the power of affirmation and the speaking of affirmations. And you can also go to Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap podcast. Yes, because I do speak of that, about our chakras. And I have a course as well about it, and mostly to do with self-love. But also, and I said it before, I don't believe I spoke about it yesterday, but I'm going to speak about it today about I have a 30-day practicing self-love challenge that I have on my YouTube channel called Naomi's World. And go do that. If you have not done it, try it. 30 days, you can go on your own pace and it will start you off great. I use it every day now. Because the thing is, we have to remember that we are forever healing. All right, the next thing to do is visualization. Visualize yourself living a life full with self-love and all positive outcomes it brings. Close your eyes and imagine yourself radiating with confidence. Practicing the self-love care, setting boundaries, embracing your authentic self. Engage in your sense and immerse yourself in the emotions and experience associated with self-love. This visualization practice can help strengthen your determination by making your goals feel more real and achievable. For me, in my And and I don't know why I'm getting so tongue-tied. Visualization for me, it's like 3D, 4D, 5D. I am so serious. I get so tuned into it that I can smell a room when I'm walking into it. Literally. Like I have this vision of this space that I'm purchasing, that as soon as I walk into the building, I can smell the amber and jasmine. That I can hear the sound of a waterfall, literally. But what I did learn this morning I woke up and I saw this video of this pastor speaking. He would say, God gives you visuals. God gives you a vision. And visions is the end. But to get to that vision, you have a plan, and that plan is the process. So for me, even the practicing the self-love, those are process to get to that vision that you have. So right now, listening to this podcast, this is a part of the plan. This is a part of your process to get to that end, to your visual. And when I heard that, I was like, wow. I was like, oh, I could use that in this morning's show. I could use that in this morning's show. Gratitude. Man, I cannot express this enough. And also creating a gratitude journal. We can always want more. But it's all about appreciating what we have now. Because the more that you are appreciative and the more that you gratitude, it creates the energy. It creates that energy is that, okay, now you are deserving of more. Meaning that you are accepted of more. Meaning that you will appreciate and love the more gifts, the more things that's given to you, that you will appreciate it more. And break down. So remember when I told y'all about earlier about falling down with the trigger? And literally I was just having a conversation with my baby here right before I started recording this morning. Sometimes the journey, towards self-love can feel very overwhelming, and that's why not to try to do everything at one time. Break them down in smaller manageable steps. And celebrate each small victory. And let me tell you this, because I received a message this morning as well about celebrate your wins and your failures. Because are those failures really failures when you've got a lesson from that? So remember I talked about that falling down with that trigger and I fell on my ass? But so instead of me getting down on myself, I said, okay, cool. What triggered me and what am I supposed to learn from this? What lesson am I supposed to learn for this? Because trust and believe that lesson that I learned is going to be a teachable moment in the future. And self-reflection and compassion. Regular take time to reflect on your progress, your setbacks, and your challenges. The self-reflection allows you to assess your journey and make adjustments if needed. Learn from your experience, as I just said. Learn from them. I'm telling you, there is a lesson in everything. There is a lesson in everything. And I want to end it off with this. Celebrating the power of determination. I cannot speak this loud, but I'm going to speak it loud. Every act of determination, big or small, is a victory in the realm of self-love. It's important to pause and celebrate the growth and the achievements that come from the powerful quality. I'm going to share with you a story that I have. And last year, I had written the book, Good Morning, My Sexy People. And I remember going through the process of writing this book. I knew I wanted to write a book, but I didn't know what kind of book to write. I didn't know if I was going to write my biography book, or I didn't know what I was going to write. And so I remember going into my meditation and prayer, and I was just sitting there. And I was remember me feeling some type of way. And so I went back on my Instagram, and one of my old posts had popped up. And that old post was like, wow, I just felt inspired by this post that I posted about a year ago. So just imagine, I myself was inspired by that post. And even looking from the comments that people were putting down on that day that I posted that post. What if I put all of those posts that inspired, encourage others? As I was sharing my story, they can look at it in real time, but not only that, but they can share theirs on the other page. Then when they have a moment like I had, they can go back in those pages and look and see what they wrote on that day and be inspired by that day. But also have a self-reflection moment too. So when I finished that book, I was so happy because I've done something that I've never done before. I've written a book. And not just to speak on my life, but I've written a book to help inspire and encourage others to do the same that I did. To seek healing. To seek healing. I self-published it myself. Right now it's on Amazon. Good Morning, My Sexy People. 90 days to kick off your healing. And that was the first thing that I put out to kick open that door. To truly tell me what it really was that I'm supposed to be doing. It's not just the podcast. It wasn't just Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap podcast to bring these people on to interview them. But it's also was to speak to these people. To help them find that inner God in them, whether it's a God or a goddess within you. Starting with the first thing, and that's that self-love. Telling people, fall in love with yourself. Have that intimate relationship with yourself. Because you need that first before you can have any kind of successful relationship with anybody. Before you can have any successful relationship with your career. Any successful relationship with money. How can you have a successful relationship with money? Because money holds energy. Many times we are afraid of money, but we're going to talk about this on another show. Many times people are afraid to become wealthy. A lot of times people have toxic relationship with money. Yes, I said toxic. Toxic relationship with money. But like I said, that's on to another one. That's a whole nother show that we would definitely talk about it. But for me, I recognized through that whole process what my strength was, what my weakness was. And not that I'm perfect, because like I said, it's a challenge every day. But I welcome that challenge. Because within that challenge, there are lessons to be learned, to be teachable moments for somebody else. And so as we wrap up today's episode, let's reflect on the key points we've discussed. Determination is more than just a quality. It's a way of life. It's a testament to the beliefs in our own worth and potential. And it's an essential ingredient in a recipe of our self-love. So keep walking in this journey with determination, my beautiful people, and take a moment to honor your progress. Your potential is limitless, and your determination will help you unlock every bit of it. Again, I thank you for sharing this space with me. And I welcome you. If you want to go further with this, like I said, I have an ebook, Unlocking Your Door to Success, as well as my book, Good Morning, My Sexy People, is on Amazon right now. You can pick up a copy, and it will truly help kick off your healing. It really was. Again, I thank you. I cannot thank you so much for just listening to me, taking this moment and this time, whatever time it is, whether it's early in the morning on your way to work or it's right before you go to bed, that you shared this space and this time with me. And I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for listening to the Season of Self-Love podcast. If you have any questions or would like to connect with us, you can follow us on social media. Just search for the Season of Self-Love on Instagram. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, feel free to email us at elevateme9999@gmail.com. And remember, you are worthy of love, growth, and happiness. So keep shining bright, and I'll see you tomorrow for another episode of the Season of Self-Love. Be good to one another and yourselves, and always keep it sexy. Sending light, love, and prayers.